Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video we'll talk about that how we can use the event, and here when we'll use the delegate, the delegate should contain a custom event args. Okay, so that's why what we are doing, we are creating a class event args which will contain the data. Okay, so mainly it will contain the issue number and the issue title, and this will initialize the value of the issue number and issue title with the constructor, right? So you can see that it's initializing issue number and issue title, and we can use this particular class as a event argument. Okay, here the new issue event arg is a derived class of the event args. So this means that the new issue event args inherits from the event arg class and making it a specialized version of the event argument. Okay, and with additional properties specific to the new issue event, for example issue number or here the issue title. So if we'll break down this thing, here the base class will be the event argument class, and it is predefined class in the .NET framework used as the base class for classes containing the event data. So we'll use this particular event argument class as a base class. Okay, and the second one is the derived class new issue event arguments, inherits from the event args and add additional properties that is actually issue number and the issue title. Okay, now in the publisher class, this one is the publisher class, and here you can see that we are defining a delegate with a custom event argument, and it's somehow like the .NET framework where where they use actually event handler like this way, or they use the delegate like this way. For example, it will take a center, the object center, and second one it will use the new issue events args e. So you can see that new issue event arg is the type. Okay, it's a type of this particular new issue event argument. Okay, so by which we can send the data through this argument, we can send the data, right? And when we are using or creating the event, we are using the new issue event handler. That means this one, okay, which is having the parameter. The first one is the sender and the second one is the argument. Okay, argument class object. Now this one, by this line we are trying to raise a custom event. So by this line we are raising an event with the custom event data. Okay, so here you can see that I am passing here the event number and the string value issue title. So whenever I'll send the value in this particular function, so what it will do, it will actually give a message to the user that magazine company publishing a new issue, and it will raise a event, okay, with the data, custom data. So how the data we are getting in this particular publish new issue, it will create a object. As you can see that we are passing a object with this issue number and issue title. So here new issue, on new issue, this particular function will get an object of the new issue argument class with the data new issue and the issue title, right? So after that you can see that by this line we are using a virtual protected void method to raise the event, and by this line we are checking that is there any subscriber is present or not. If the subscriber is not null, so this is the null conditional operator which will check that if there is any subscriber is present or not, and if it will be there then it will invoke the function. So here the invoke function is nothing but a callback function or event handler function itself via the so it will execute via the delegate itself, right? So you already know that. So in our previous video we used the not equals to null using that, but you can also use this operator as well to verify that the subscriber already present or not. So anyone subscribed this particular magazine class or not. Okay, so now I'll check that the reader class, which one is the subscriber one. So for each and every subscriber, those who want to subscribe the magazine, they need to have a event handler. Okay, so you can see the comment here, method that will be called when the event is raised. So this is actually handling the event, so that's why this function need to have there. Okay, otherwise you will not receive any kind of magazine here. Okay, so here whenever issue is raising by the delegates, this will be called. That means it will get its value sender and new issue argument. Why? Because we know that you can see the delegates also having the same signature. Okay, so delegate and the function, it should have the same signature, so that's why it's having. And whenever the issue will be raised, so when the function will invoke, it will send object, that means sender, and E means the here new issue event argument data. So that's why you have to specify here the class name okay, as a data type over here, and E will gets its object, okay, directly. So now via this E we can get the issue number and issue title. So when the publisher will publish new issue, that time this function will be called for each and every subscription for the reader class, and it will show the message reader received new issue with the issue number and issue title. Okay, now how can we execute? You already know that. First one, we have to create the object of the publisher class itself, then we have to create the object of the subscriber, then we have to subscribe. Okay, so reader needs to be subscribed for the publisher. Okay, so for that we will subscribe. How we can subscribe? So subscribe the reader to magazine company's new issue. So here you have to give the object of the publisher and then new issue plus equal. So the new issue is nothing but the event, so we are subscribing to the event itself. So how we know that? You can see that new issue is here, this one is the event. So that's why magazine company dot new issue plus equal to reader dot new issue received. So this one is the function event handler function name, so event handler method name of the reader class, and this method is actually subscribing, right? And we can say also this one is the callback method. Okay, now at the end what we have to do? We have to publish a new issue via the object of the publisher. So here you can see that this is the object of the publisher and we are publishing a new issue. That means we are calling the publish new issue function with the issue number and the issue title. So here the issue number is 42 and the future of the technology, this is the title. So it will directly go to this publisher class and it will invoke this particular function or this particular method. So it will get its value, issue number and issue title, and it will print the magazine company publishing new issue. After that it will raise new issue with the new issue argument class. So it will the title, issue number and title will go to that particular function itself, not function, this particular class itself, and it will initialize its value and it will go here and with the data, and it will check there is any subscriber or not. So in our case it will get one subscriber and it will send the sender name with the data. Okay, so directly the event delegate will fire and it will come to this particular reader one and it will invoke this particular method itself, and it will print that the reader received new issue with the issue number and the issue title. So it will give you this particular message and this particular message in the front end. Okay, so now let me execute this particular code and I'll show you that what will be the result. Okay, this is our code. Let me scroll down and you can see the full code here. Okay, so we have copied and pasted our code over here. Now let me click on the debug, not debug, just build the solution, and once it completed I'll show you the result. As you can see that build completed successfully. Now what we'll do, we'll just click over here to see the output. As you can see that it's printing magazine company publishing new issue and reader received new issue 42 titled The Future of the Technology. Okay, so that's how the code actually working. So this is our one of the example with event and delegates, which is delegates having the parameter sender and the custom event arguments. Okay, so if you are not understanding this particular example, then you can start with a simple example. We have already video on this topic already, so we are making it complex little by little, bit by bit. So you can also check that if you're not understanding, and if it's easy for you, then it's very much good. It should look easy because I have explained each and everything. So still if you are not understanding, then you can see our previous video, then it will be easier for you because we have given the analogy as well. So thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, you can ask it in the comment section. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.